Mid-century modern gets treated like a look. The chair, the colors, the starbursts, the rooflines. But the real power was never just the style. It was the belief underneath it. The belief that life could be made lighter, cleaner, more useful, and more human by design. That is why it still matters. The goal is not to live inside a frozen 1958 showroom. The real inheritance of mid-century modern is not a museum display. It is a way of asking better questions. Does this design support the life around it? Does this object solve a real need? Does this shape create clarity or clutter? Does this color create energy without noise? Does the whole thing feel more intentional, more useful, more alive? Those are not nostalgic questions. They are future-facing questions. At its best, mid-century modern was about better living through design, more connection between form and function. Mid-century modern is optimism made visible. That is the part people still feel, even when they cannot name it. In a chair that invited you to sit, in a pattern that carried movement, in a sign that made a place feel alive, in a room where light, color, and shape worked together, in an object that did its job beautifully without needing to shout. The look lasted because the intention worked. Clean lines were not just aesthetic. They reduced noise. Bold shapes were not just decoration. They created a presence. Color was not just style. It brought warmth, identity, and energy into everyday life. And maybe that is why this design language still speaks to us now. Because modern life got loud. More screens, more clutter, more noise, more visual pressure. A lot of daily life feels overdesigned and underconsidered. Mid-century modern still appeals because it offers breathing room, warmth without clutter, boldness without chaos, structure without stiffness, a sense that design can make life feel more awake, more capable, and more at home. That is the spirit behind stellar modern. Not costume hetero, not a copy of the past, not a frozen showroom. The point is to carry the intention forward. Clarity, movement, ease, optimism. At Stellar Modern, the products are only part of the story. Through our designs, blogs, and videos, we explore the deeper ideas behind the style. Better living, human optimism, useful beauty, and visions of a better future for all. For those who still believe the future can be better by design. Mid-century optimism, updated for now. stellarmodern.art